So yeah, check that out. All right. Anyway, next game, 49ers at the Rams. This line open up Rams -7 is still 7. Actually, it's creeping up to 7.5 here. So it might be 7.5 in all sports books soon. So who do you like in this game?
So I don't like this game very much. I'm just going to preface that by saying this. I am on the 49ers for the moment. I think them coming out of the bye and potentially being healthier, I like them in this contest. I think Kyle Shanahan's a really good coach, and he should have a plan of attack ready against the Rams. And I think that Brandon Ayuk, Trent Williams, and Deebo Samuel could all be back in this game. Raheem Mostert, Tevin Coleman, and Richard Sherman also have a chance to come back. So if the 49ers are getting reinforcements like that, I think they're going to look a lot different than what we saw against the Saints. I also think they're going to be better rested, so that will help. That said, if some of those players or all of those players don't come back, I will absolutely be changing sides because I'm not that gung-ho about this. But I think with the Rams coming off a big Monday night win in a hard-fought game against the Bucs, where, people gave them a chance, but they definitely weren't favored in that one. To get a big win like that, be in the thick of the divisional race now, I think that is they're kind of going to look back at that a little bit. I know there's an element of revenge in this game against the 49ers, but I could see them coming out flat and then at halftime kind of waking up and being like, all right, we got to play better than this. We got to get back on track. We got to do some of the things that made us successful against Tampa Bay. So if we're getting 7.5 points with all those key numbers, I'd like to be on the 49ers if they're getting healthy. But again, I'm not betting on this one until we see if they're getting healthy. And, if they're not as healthy as I want them to be or think they're going to be, I'll probably be on the Rams. But either way, this is a no bet for me. I just tend to be wrong on the Rams this year. So probably going to stick away from that money pit for a little while until I get a better read on them.
No, not a bad idea. So I think you would be right about the motivational edge if the 49ers didn't beat the Rams on national TV earlier in this year. And I think the Rams might remember that. And I think that because of that, they'll be more motivated to beat the Niners, even though Nick Mullins is on their center and George Kittle's not on the field. So I think the Rams, I think they'll be motivated here. And, the big thing for me is the Trent Williams, him being put on the COVID list. We saw how bad the 49ers backup left tackle is. And against the Rams pass rush, I think that could really be problematic for the 49ers. So, if Williams stays on the list and is not able to play, like even if the 49ers get all their receivers back, it won't matter if Nick Mullins has no protection at all. So I think this could get ugly for the 49ers. I think the Rams could win easily. But then again, the Rams are coming off a short week and it's not a great spot for them either. So I don't think I'm going to bet this game. I might eventually, like if the 49ers injury report looks a lot worse than I think it is, I might have a couple units on the Rams. But I'm definitely not going to go big on this game.
Yeah, Trent Williams is definitely the most important player on that list because a backup quarterback's not going to succeed with a backup left tackle in the game most of the time, especially when it's Justin School who's getting schooled out on the field. So, I'm not by no means do I love San Francisco here, but I do see the motivational aspect that you mentioned, but I'm just going to stick to the 49ers for now and probably change the pick later in the week, depending on what the injury report looks like, provided that I am not stuffed full of too much turkey and sleep through all the injury reports.
Let's hope not.